Hi students, my name is Manoj Matthew. I hope you are fine. Still then, you must have got bored staying home for a long day in this pandemic situation. Students, let's be proactive, let's be practical, positive and futuristic. Let's hope and pray for turning this situation into quite normal and stable. Being educated, how can we incorporate with the government authorities and the health department fighting against the COVID-19 pandemic situation? Let us, in letter and spirit, let's follow the guidelines and the directions given by the government and health department time to time, such as washing hands with soap or liquid soap and use sanitizer and avoid gatherings and get-togethers. Better not to go for further celebrations and keep social distancing as maximum as possible. Okay, so let's join hand in hand and work together to overcome these pandemic situations. Students, today I would like to discuss here a few guidelines, a few tips and strategies to get good score in the reading comprehension in the examination. Last year, in the class 10 and the class 10 and 9, in the first part of this examination, that is section A, you have to attend 2 reading comprehension questions. Altogether, there are 20 marks questions and there will be different types of questions. And coming to the class 11 and 12, there are 2 reading passages. In the first one, there will be 6 marks, or first reading passage is followed by 6 marks multiple choice type questions and 6 short answer type questions. And the task 2 is for note making and summarizing. That portion will be explained in detail in another session. When we come to the reading passage 1, I would like to give you a few tips to attract good score. Tip number 1, normally we read the passage first, and after reading the entire passage we will go to the questions. It's a time consuming one. Never ever do it. First you need to read the questions one by one, 2 to 3 times, then go to the reading passage. Tip number 2, when you read the questions, just underline the keywords in the question with pen or pencil. For example, the question is, when was Gandhiji born? And a keyword is when, and underline that keyword. If it is where was Gandhiji born, then underline that keyword in that question there. Because if you underline that keyword in the question, when you read that end passage, you have to read for getting that specific information or information in that passage. If it is when, definitely it will be a date or a year. If it is where, definitely it will be place. And tip number 3, you have to write in your own language and the answer should be in full sentence. It should not be a word. You don't write that particular word. It should be in a full meaningful sentence. Tip number 4, if there are multiple choice type questions, and just read that multiple options, as many times and again reread the passage and finalize the answer and pick the right answer. Don't jump into conclusion already, because all the multiple answers, all the multiple choice answers seem to be the same or correct. But you have to read as many times and find out the right answer and give it. Then next point. There will be vocabulary based question. There will be vocabulary based question. Suppose you don't know you don't know the meaning of a particular word in the reading passage, make a guesswork, infer or predict. Don't leave any question unanswered, because there is no negative mark for the negative answer. You won't be penalized, so don't leave any question unanswered. Okay, these are the 5 tips you keep in mind. In letter and spirit, you have to follow all these tips when you solve the reading comprehension task. And there are another 5 reading skills you need to develop. First one, scanning. Scanning means reading for getting a specific information in the passage. So suppose you are reading in search of a particular or specific answer somewhere in the passage. That is scanning. You need not read the entire passage, but you have to read in search of that particular information somewhere in the passage. That is scanning. And second skill you need to develop is skimming. Skimming means reading for general information or overall information, overall comprehension about the passage. That is skimming. Then you have to read from beginning till end. That is skimming. First one, scanning for specific information, and skimming is reading for general information or overall picture. The third one is intensive reading. Intensive reading, you have to read the entire passage, paying importance to the minute details. You have to give importance to the punctuations and the words given in italics, especially the topical sentence, means the first sentence and first and the second sentences, maybe second also, most probably first sentence in each paragraph is called a topic sentence. That way there will be the leading theme of that entire passage in the topic sentence. So you have to read importance to the topic sentence and the words given in capital letter, words given in italics, and so that type of reading is called intensive reading. And next one is inferring. Inferring means suppose you don't know the meaning of a particular word. If the meaning is unknown to you, you just assume. Infer means presume, assume. Right and right. Reading that entire passages or let's say other sentences, you make a guesswork and presume or assume and write the meaning of that particular word. That is inferring. Next one, and prediction. So at last, don't leave that question unanswered, and at last predict and write. Because as there is no negative mark for the wrong answer, you need to attend. Predict and at last attend that question. Don't leave it unanswered. These all are the 5 tips and 5 reading skills you need to develop for getting good score in the reading comprehension task. And students, apart from this, I recommend you, it's my earnest request to you, try to improve your vocabulary. Try to read as many English newspapers, or try to listen as many English programs on television and radio. Thereby you can improve your vocabulary to a greater extent. NDTV 24/7, it's a good platform to improve your language command or language proficiency. So along with this video, I attach 2 reading simulated, sample reading passages. Please attend this reading task. Using all these tips, 5 tips and 5 reading skills we discussed here in this video, video, try to solve this reading task your own, okay, and submit. Thank you. I hope you understood better.